Hey, beautiful people. My name is Matt, also known as the Humble Bear, talking all things mindfulness, mental health, spiritual well-being, anything come up in my life, sharing it with you to help you in your life and on your journey. Now, today I want to talk about zooming out, spherical awareness, how to get out of the blinkered view that so many of us find ourselves in. And I'm talking here from experience. I'm talking here from what happens in my life. It's so tough sometimes. Things come into our life and it's so hard because we get drawn into them. Our energy gets pulled into them. Our mind gets pulled into it. Sometimes our body even gets pulled into it, those feelings inside us. And it's really hard to see the bigger picture. It's really hard to zoom out. But it's so important to remind ourselves in those moments and to catch ourselves when we're zoomed in. Because when we're zoomed in, we can't see properly. Something's come along in my life and it's triggered me. Okay. Someone's let me down, for example. It's really, really triggered me. Why isn't this the way it is? Why isn't this how I want it to be? Why is this small thing that actually is like a minuscule of the atoms in the entire world that are happening to create the universe exactly as it should be? It's like I'm focused in on this one tiny aspect that is barely even like 0.00001% of what's really going on. We get drawn into it, we tense up in it, and my mind's focused on it. I've got to solve this problem. Because actually, if we can step back, if we can widen our awareness, we can zoom out and look at things, we can sometimes see that, oh, actually, that's happening because it needs to happen. That's happening. That person's not doing things the way I want them to do it because this needs to happen. This person isn't realizing this because actually they're on their journey. They need to have their experience, and that experience will feed into this experience, which will happen. And a lot of it, even when we zoom out, we cannot see the bigger picture. There's so much going on in the world at the moment. There's so much going on with the government, there's so much going on with banking, there's so much going on with food, there's so much going on all over the place. Okay, but if we zoomed out, we could focus on that. Oh my God, I went into Sainsbury's today. The shelves were looking really bare. What's going on? I can really focus on the fact that, everything's going to run up. Things are so expensive. Whatever your mind's creating. Actually, if we zoom out, we can go, oh, actually, the more people that see this, the more people that realize this, the more people that are called to action to do something about this, the more likely it is to change. So actually, the crazy stuff that goes on in the world, the crazy last 3 years that we've experienced, is helping shape a brighter future. It's helping shape a future that we would have never had before. That we needed to change. These things needed to get worse before they get better. There's a belief that we are heading towards not a utopia, but a new dimension of existence in 2032, a 5D, fifth dimensional existence where we're more peaceful, we're loving, we're more happy, everything. It's the next echelon of existence, but we need to make the changes in order to get there. And in order to make the changes to get there, we need the awareness of what needs to change. It's when I look at my life, I was so unhappy for so long. I was suffering with anxiety, depression, but I didn't know what needed to change. It was only when I admitted and when I became aware of the things, of the behaviors, of the thought patterns, of the traumas, of all the elements that were causing me to be unhappy, that I was able to take action and change them. I was able to take action and go, oh, that thing is causing me anxiety. How can I work on letting go? How can I work on changing that thing in me? Because it's all in me. How can I work on changing that thing in order for me to evolve? And it's the same with society. Okay, this thing isn't working, right? This thing over here is not working. Now I can see it's not working. It's got really loud. Everything's gone a bit crazy and it got really, really loud. Now I can see it's not working. How do we move forwards? How do we change them? What is it we need to do? to move that. But that only comes from having spherical awareness, from looking at it and going, do you know what? Everything is actually perfect. Everything is actually flowing exactly as it's supposed to flow. Everything in this moment is exactly where it's supposed to be, so that I can see this, so that we can see this, so that we can change this in order for things to be exactly how they're supposed to be in the future. So everything is perfect. When we zoom out that spherical view, we can see that everything is perfect. Everything is happening exactly as it should be. And it fills in a bigger picture. It relieves us of that anxiety that we feel, oh my God, this part, I'm not doing this, that, and the other that I really feel like I should be, but I'm actually giving myself an impossible task and I'm never going to be able to do that. Let's look at that. What is it? It relieves that, oh, actually, everything's fine. But how can I change? How can I change me in going forwards? How can I manage myself going forwards? How can I evolve going forwards? Comes from that spherical awareness, comes from that bird's eye view, looking down and going, oh, actually, yeah, that plays into that. And when I was really focused on that element over there, actually, it's really working for the whole, and I just need to let go of my my uh, my my view of how that's supposed to be, my view of exactly how that's supposed to be. So spherical awareness is really important. And when you find yourselves in that anxiety, when you find yourselves feeling really, oh my God, that's really hard, try and zoom out, step back, physically step back if you want. That helps. Physically step back and see things how they are. Okay, if I can step back, why is this happening? What's going on? What's really going on in the world? What's really going on in me? Why am I really triggered by this? What part of me is like, okay, how can I see the whole? And that is a massive key to peace. That is a massive key to finding peace in yourself, to finding that inner peace, letting go of those anxieties, letting go of those things that are so small, those so small that we get caught up in, we really care about, but actually we don't need to. You don't need to. So I hope that helped you. If you need some guidance, if you want to have a chat, if you want to discuss how I can help you with coaching, with healing, whatever that may be, whatever you'll feel called to, jump on my website, www.humblebear.co.uk, and you can book in a free 15-minute consultation with me. Just jump on, book it in, and we'll have a chat. There's also a free ebook, my guide to meditation, to help you with your meditation journey, whether you've been meditating for ages and you class yourself as an expert, or if you're very new to it and you're just not sure where to start. Download the ebook. It was a really good guide. It's got 7 different meditations in it, plus a couple of bonuses as well. And also for a limited time only, just for $9.99, you can upgrade to the meditation course, which has got me guiding lots of those meditations, so you can just sit back and listen, and you can have those meditations forever. So anyway, I hope that helps someone, and thank you for listening, and I'll speak to you all soon. Peace.